In this video, we're going to use trigonometry to find an angle. So I'm going to start straight in with an example. I'm going to write find the value of theta to the nearest minute. And let's draw a triangle. Let's make this the angle. Let's make this 6 centimeters and let's make this 10 centimeters. So you start off exactly the same way. Decide which sides do I have. So I've got 6 is between the right angle and the angle given. Well, it's not given to us, but we've got to find it. So that's my adjacent side. And there's nothing written here, so we're not going to worry about it. This side is my hypotenuse. So the ratio that goes with the adjacent and the hypotenuse is cos. So we write cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse because you're still writing the formula down. And I know some of you will be slack and not do it, but please don't. Don't give in. Take the time. So we don't know what theta is, and adjacent is 6 over 10. Now, when we're finding the side, you used equation solving techniques to answer the question, but cos and theta go together. You can't separate them by dividing by cos. So we're going to have a look at how we solve this on another page. So I've got this, here's your calculator. There's your calculator. And we've used these buttons, sine, cos, and tan. But you'll notice above them, let's use blue, you'll see this sine with a -1, cos with a -1, and tan with a -1. So how we say that is sine inverse, or some people say inverse sine, or cos inverse or tan inverse. It's called an inverse function. So you know when you're solving an equation, if you're adding, the opposite of adding is subtracting. If you're subtracting, the opposite is adding. The opposite of multiplying is divide. Opposite of divide is times. These are actually inverse operations. And so the opposite of a cos is a cos minus. Okay, so they're inverse, or you can call them the opposites, but we don't say that, but that's what it means. So let's go back to this question. So we've got this cos theta equals 6/10. So all we do is we write the theta on its own, we put the cos inverse in, and we've got 6 over 10. In order to access those buttons, you have to press shift and the cos button, then you have to enter 6 over 10. So if I do that on my calculator now, and I get approximately 53 degrees, and at the moment, you're just doing it to the whole number, the nearest degree, and I've just realised that says nearest minute, so just write degree. You'll learn about minutes in year 10. Let's have a look at another question. And what I would like you to do, I'm going to call it alpha this time instead of theta. Let's use a different number. I want you to have a go now. Okay, you've had a go. Let's see how you went. I hope you went. This is the hypotenuse side. I hope you labelled this the opposite. If you did, you're on the right track. So, sine theta, always write the rule, opposite over a hypotenuse. Instead of theta, we've got an alpha. Opposite is 7 over 10. Oh, I did 10 again. And then we take that sine to the other side and it becomes sine inverse 7 over 10. Shift sine, and I get 44 degrees. If you get these questions wrong, a couple of things. Number one, you've got the wrong ratio. And number two, you've entered it in the calculator wrong. It's actually quite straightforward, and just with a bit of practice, you'll think that as well. Thank you.